Hello, hello, hello. It's 12:30 on a Thursday. So we're together. I'm Dr. Stephanie Fine, and you are fabulous. And together, we're having an ounce of prevention chat time. And that's what we do. And you can get the ounce of prevention right to your inbox. It's a real quick read, and then we dive deeper here on the Facebook page. And to get that ounce of prevention to your inbox, just go to stephaniefinemd.com and you sign up right there. It's good to see you today. So I've had, it's January, so there's lots of planning going on in January. I love planning, so it works out really well. But I'm thinking it's time to check in on those weight goals that we have in January. And I started doing productivity. That's what I'm working on this year. It's going well, and it's made me think about how to make some of those ideas fit with weight loss. It totally does. And here's the great thing. When you have a goal, like let's say at the end of the year, I want to weigh a certain amount of pounds. It's a good idea to then break it down into smaller chunks. That vague point it's too big usually, and it's very hard to manage. So this idea that I've been getting from the productivity, it's actually Full Focus Planner, Michael Hyatt, is this idea of the big three. And it means in a day you get three, if you get those three major things done, and they have to be things that will help move you towards your goals. Okay, so if a clean house isn't one of your main goals, then doing the laundry is not going to be something that gets you towards your goal. Now, it might be, and then there you are. But if it isn't, then that becomes something that you do in the spare time. You get everyone together in the family and figure out how it's going to get done. It's a different thing. But if you have a goal of like writing a book, losing, maintaining weight, then these kinds of things need chunking down. Okay? The great thing about the big three is then you have to make sure you have goals for the year. Now here's the trick. Less is more. So if you have 20 goals for the year, OMG, it's too much, and it likely won't happen. So if you have just a few, and here's the deal, with weight loss and weight loss maintenance, when we're still working out how to do those things, and it takes time, then they become one of the goals, and therefore other goals are not on the list for the year. I know that, I paused because that can be a bit shocking. Here's the thing. People think you should be able to eat and maintain your weight. You should be eating normal. There's something wrong with me that I can't. Oh my goodness, I cannot tell you that does not serve you at all. It takes time to get habits in place. It takes time to change your habit, because if you've been gaining weight, then you need to change the habit in order to be losing weight. Things have to change. And if you're doing that, that means you are actively doing things that are different, which means it's uncomfortable, it's time consuming, it's all those things. So if you have weight loss as one of your annual goals this year, that's going to require some time and effort. And it means some other things likely won't get done. But of course, the good news is when the habits get in place, then you start bringing in other things. And I'll tell you that if you successfully lose weight and keep it off over the years, the skills that you used and developed to lose weight and keep it off are the same ones you'll use to write that book, get that job, buy the house, get out of debt, all that stuff. It's the same skills. But here, we're going to talk about weight loss and maintenance. So the idea is, if that is your annual goal, then I'm a big fan of weekly planning, right? So the weekly planner, and there's a way to get that in the blog today. The weekly planner is vital for weight loss. And the reason for that is that you can't just float through your week without a food plan, because the way our culture is set up, it's too many calories. So if you're buying all your meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner out, it's too many calories. You have to be able to have some meals at home, and you have to figure out which ones those are. And then if you're going to have meals at home, you need to have food in the house. That means you have to go marketing. Do you see how planning is vital to being able to know what you're eating, keeping your calories in check so that you can lose weight or maintain it. So the weekly piece is super important. But how we're going to connect it to this daily big three is this. Each day, as you're learning to make it easier to lose and maintain weight, you're going to need to pick a certain number of those big three as as moving you forward towards your goal. So it could be that you prioritize a walk one day. It could be that you prioritize going to the market, where normally you usually don't get to the market, but now you're going to make sure Wednesday at lunch I'm going to the market, or whenever it is. You may want to prioritize bringing your lunch into work, or meal prep, setting aside time that you can cut veggies and boil eggs and whatever else you need to do. Do you see how getting these things on your big three list matters? It means it'll get done. And if it gets done, you're moving towards your goal. So less is more, meaning see how much bandwidth you have for the big goals that you have for yourself. And I would pick 3 maximum for the year. I know people, that it's a hard pill to swallow sometimes. People think they can do so many things. If you actually pick 3 and focus and do those 3, wouldn't it be amazing if you actually got those 3 done, as opposed to wanting to do 20 and getting none of them done? So I'm going to ask you to constrain. So 3 annual goals, and then work on your big 3 in your day. How can one of those 3 help you towards the annual goal? And here we're talking about weight loss. So I know you can do it. This is exciting. So I want you to write down 3 things you're going to get done in the day. And then check them off. So do them. Do those 3. And if one of them is related to your weight loss, every day you will absolutely reach your goal. No doubt, it's impossible for it not to happen if you keep moving forward. That's it for today. You can do this. You are awesome. I love seeing you, and I will see you next week. Bye.